Hi Vogue, I'm Pibidineber and I'm going to walk you through my skincare routine and a casual makeup look. So first step, before I do anything, I'm going to tie back my hair because I don't want it to get in the way. I actually don't wash my face in the morning unless I'm working out, and then of course I will wash my face afterwards, but usually I just splash cold water on my face and pat it dry. After the cold water would be vitamin C, which I'm obsessed with. CEO brightening serum. When I was growing up, I had kind of mostly dry skin, so I just kind of started layering on. I think when I was like 14, I would use Vaseline and just like put it everywhere. I know, that sounds insane. And then I learned like a proper skincare routine. After vitamin C, I would usually probably do a little eye cream. Again, back with Sunday Riley. I've been obsessed with this brand ever since I first spent time in New York, and my apartment was right next to Sephora, which is really dangerous for anyone, but it's especially dangerous for a Brit, because to a Brit, Sephora is like the most amazing place in the world. Moisturizer. This is key to someone like me who has really dry skin. The ice moisturizer. So I'm just gonna put that everywhere as well. And then apparently you're meant to bring it down to your neck, which I always forget to do, but I'm gonna do it today for you guys. Bridgerton was challenging because your skin is being put through so much, you're not getting enough sleep, and they're putting makeup on you every day. I don't usually wear a lot of foundation, so when you're being put in foundation every day and powder as well, powder is something I never usually wear in my day-to-day life, but obviously so you don't look shiny on screen, you're kind of caked in powder. So not necessarily a ton of obvious makeup, but definitely makeup that's gonna clog my pores every day. It's very intense for your skin. And when you get a spot, because you're not able to really look after yourself, the spot stays for like 3 weeks. I had one spot for 3 weeks, which was a nightmare. It was very big, but you know, you just get on with it. Sunday Riley's Juno oil. I love this product so much. I mean, especially in winter again, I put it on day and night and you know, hope for the best. When I have time and I'm not feeling super lazy, which is most days, I'll do a bit of, which I learned from probably Vogue, Vogue beauty secret videos. When I have an early morning, when I remember, I'll put this in the fridge the night before, and I'll kind of do this in the car on the way to work, and I feel like it just depuffs. I think I was about 13, and when I started wearing SPF every day, and I really do think it's a game changer. I love wearing wigs on any job because it kind of saves you the hassle of having to wash your hair at all. And on Bridgerton it was ideal because I didn't really want to cut micro bangs into my hair. I think everyone was very happy when they found out that it wasn't actually my real hair. I don't tend to wear makeup like every day in my normal life. I'll usually just do a little bit of concealer, a brow. I'm like obsessive about my brows, but I'm gonna do like I don't know, I'm going out for a fancy lunch or something. It's a special occasion. I'm gonna start with Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. So instead of using a brush, I'm gonna use my fingers. I used to cake on makeup when I was a teenager. Cake it on. And also I know they always say 90s brows were skinny, or the bad brows, but I swear brows 10 years ago were pretty bad too. Or maybe that was just my year group, because we all had like really thin brows and we would pencil them in. I think my skin, The main thing I learned about my skin was it actually looks better when I wear less makeup, because I was caking on so much that it would clog my nose and I'd be like flaking, and you just learn so much, I think, as you get older about skin and makeup and what works for you. The one thing I have been using since I was probably about 14 is the NARS Creamy Concealer. And I actually do use a brush for this. So, don't worry guys. Oh wait, I'm gonna put it on with my fingers and then I'll brush it in. In sixth form, I would like cake on the whole, you know, the whole works. But I feel like makeup to me then was more of an expression of how I felt. And now I use clothes more, I think, to express myself. But I think back then, particularly when you're at school and I went to a school, as most people do in England, that you wear a uniform. So the only way of expressing oneself really is through makeup. So that's what we do. I always use Charlotte Tilbury's Brow Cheat. It just glides on really easily. So I'm just gonna brush them up first. I like to fill in underneath because I like them to be straight. When I look back at pictures, they were like really long and thin. And I don't know, I like them chunky, fat and chunky. This is the point where I say, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Bet you've never heard that one before. Okay. Barbara Carranza Brow Soap. Oh baby, she's here. So I'm gonna do a little eye contouring, and I'm just gonna go in with this color. I'm gonna wet this and then I'll be back. Usually I lick it, but today I'm not putting you through that, so I put it under a tap. So my technique for an eye is basically just following the end of my brow and pointing up towards it. And sometimes it goes horribly wrong, depending on the day. Today it's going all right so far. Next, I'm gonna curl my lashes. Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes. I think the interesting thing about filming that show is that when you're in it and when you're filming it, all you're thinking about is how am I gonna stay healthy and mentally and physically well enough to do this job. And you're not really thinking about what it's gonna be or how people are gonna see the show or if they're gonna connect to it. It's just literally all about like getting through it. And then COVID happened and the show came out at a time where everyone was at home. And so I think in some ways that was a good thing, but it was strange being at home with platforms like Instagram and TikTok and that being the only kind of resource to see how well the show was doing. And suddenly it's quite overwhelming experiencing it at home from a phone because it doesn't really feel real. It was weird stepping out into the real world and realizing that the success of the show in general and how it had like touched people. And I really love it when girls come over in the street, young girls, and were so affected by it. And it brought people a lot of joy in like that strange times. Now I use a little bit of bronzer. I have the Contour Wand by Charlotte Tilbury and it's just so easy to use. I'm also kind of obsessed with anything liquid form. I think because I have dry skin, I just like the sheen that it gives. And I'm done. Just kidding. And then we're gonna blend. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Glow. Again, it's a liquid form, which I like because I can use my fingers. This is my go-to Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat. I actually use this in Bridgerton a lot. Lip balm, this is the We Do Protect Balm. I love this product. All their products are sustainable and vegan and natural, and they're doing good things for the world, so. And if I'm feeling really fruity, which I am, we do a little bit of this. Fill in my beauty mark. It's funny how the things that you hate when you're younger, you start to realize make you, you know, unique and individual. So, finishing touch, a little pop, Hollywood Beauty Light one. And I use the same brush that I use to do my concealer, because then when I do my concealer the next day, I get a little bit of shine that's still on the brush. And then I would probably let my hair down. The amazing thing about We Do is that all their products double up as things. So this is a hair and hand cream, which I think is just genius. So I can basically do two things at once, which if you want it in the, you know, in a rush, is the dream. Put some hand cream on and then put some through the ends. Mason & Pearson hairbrush. Every time I use this, it really reminds me of my grandma. It was the one thing I always used to watch her sort of brushing her hair with Mason & Pearson, and she'd get me one. Oh, she'd get me one for Christmas every year in my teens, and I'd lose it all the time because I was an idiot teenager, and now I treasure them. I'm gonna finish it by spraying some Stellar Times by Louis Vuitton. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. Just put it everywhere. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really enjoyed doing it. So thanks, Vogue. Have a great day. Have a great day.